Want to make podcasts like I do? Look no further. If you're looking to start a podcast or create high quality videos, Riverside is the answer. You can record studio quality content from anywhere, crystal clear audio and video, easy to use platform, and record with remote guests seamlessly. Automatic transcriptions and editing tools. Join Riverside today. Sign up with the link below. Get your official podcast merch today, whether you love bong rips and video games, DD214 Network, Around the Apron, or you're just a fan of Clean Sanchez media in general. We've got the gear for you. From t-shirts and hoodies to mugs, show your support in style. Don't miss out on repping your favorite shows. www.cleansanchezmedia.com.
What's going on, guys? It is me, Kobalus from BRVG, which is Bong Rips and Video Games. I didn't even fucking know. Here with my boy and co-host Clean Sanchez of Clean Sanchez Media. And as Clean Sanchez Media, we're here to present to you guys a brand new fucking idea. Now, this was something I had brainstormed for a while, brought it to his attention, excuse me, words are hard, and we're just literally going to fucking take this right out the barrel and see what it hits. But this is going to be an interesting take on basically stories that random people will keep their names completely anonymous.
If they want.
If they want. Yeah, this is voluntarily. But we're pretty much getting stories from the retail industry. Now, when I mean retail industry, I mean anything from clothing to food to anything, entertainment, so on and so forth. Retail, I think we've all had a hand at one point or another in working retail. And a lot of us have had, you know...
Have you worked retail?
Oh, of course I've worked retail.
Where?
Oh, man. Okay. I did HC Moore. I did fucking... which was a nightmare, by the way. I did Target for a while. I know you did Target as well. I did more in-store.
Actually, it's my favorite retail place to work at, actually. I'm not even going to lie to you there.
Other than that, a lot of the food industry I've had my hand in. A lot of them I've been behind the kitchen, in the service room, like on the floor, the whole fucking nine. So retail, I think we can all relate to in one way, shape, or form as far as, you know, working that industry. It's not an easy one to work in. And not for nothing, a lot of places you work in don't pay you enough for half the shit you got to do.
No, they really don't.
Retail.
They really don't. I mean, I just left retail in 2023, something like that. Like that's just 2 years ago, you know, before I went full time with this. And I always think about, because like I remember I had pitched this idea, right? But I had asked the HR guy at Target. I was like, "Is this good?" He goes, "As long as you don't write any names on it." You know, and he looked he looked like he seemed like he wanted to hear the drama too. So this was something that was in my head years ago. So when you brought it to me, I was like, we have to do this.
Bingo.
So,
but this is pretty much what it is. It's stories from you guys, the viewers, the fans, anybody who voluntarily wants to contribute to this. I guess we'll call it a show as of right now. But if you want to contribute your stories, be sure to comment below. Send us an email at cleansanchezmedia@gmail.com.
Yep,
put retail in the title so we know what it's for, and just share your craziest fucking resale story with us. But
actually, we want to know, like, clothing retail, food retail, tech retail. Are you do you fix cell phones? You know, I mean that you know, I'm sure that there are some nightmare stories that we are missing, and we want to hear all of them.
So today we got a story.
We have two of them.
Oh, look at that. So we're giving you guys a treat today. Yeah. We're starting this off with two stories. These two stories were brought to us via email. We're going to keep their names anonymous as of right now.
We haven't heard them.
No, at all. These are complete reactions. You guys are going to react to this at the same time we are.
Yeah, so we don't know what the story is about. We haven't read the emails. This goes right into a speech to text. We listen to it. But this first one comes from someone named Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything in the email where she says she wants to be listed anonymously. But it's actually really cool that we got this. So thank you, Katrina, for your first story.
We really appreciate that. Hell yeah.
Enjoy this.
I guess, guys, just buckle up. We don't know what the context of this will be. All we know is that this is another retail.
Yes. Here we go.
This was either in 2009 or 2010. At the moment, I can't remember the exact year. Everyone who knows me now knows that I always say I hate retail. Retail is something that changed my outlook on people. During this time, I worked at a Toys R Us. I originally started as a support associate during the holiday season and eventually became a regular employee, which meant I also had many duties.
Yep.
Toys R Us could get crazy busy from Friday to Sunday.
I want to talk about that too, because that's what happened to me. I came in as a seasonal employee, and I ended up staying. And it's funny because they always drop a lot of the work on the seasonal employees, and then they end up keeping them because they work so hard, and then they get tired after a while.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go.
But nights could also get pretty hectic during the week, depending on the time of year. By 2009/2010, I had a schedule that worked better for me since I was a mom by this point and was going to school for my second degree. My schedule allowed me to avoid working Saturday nights, and occasionally I'd only have to work Sunday mornings. One particular Sunday, I had worked a small shift for extra hours and was doing my final walkarounds, as I tended to do when working there. By this point, it was midday. There were only about 4 other workers there, plus the manager. During that time, some guy with stringy hair came in.
Oh boy.
As I usually did, I asked him if he needed any assistance. At first, he said no. But as I walked away, he called me back and asked me to tell him about some of the toys he was looking at. He never specified who they were for, just that he wanted to hear about them.
Okay.
So I did my job. I walked around with him through a few aisles and talked about the toys I knew about. I also BS'd a little, since I was about to leave anyway.
Of course.
By this point, I really didn't particularly like being there, as this job had made me hate working with people and retail in general.
Yeah.
They could do that.
As I talked, he seemed like he wasn't paying much attention.
Can we, and also to put into perspective too, it's Toys R Us seasonal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so that's not a fun time.
In general.
Yeah.
In general. Nah. All right, go on.
After I finished, I asked if he needed anything else. He said no, so I went to the break room, grabbed my things, and clocked out. I said goodbye to one of the few people I actually spoke to there, as well as my manager's supervisor, and walked out. About an hour or so later, I got a crazy text from my friend at the job saying that the store had been robbed, or at least that someone had tried to rob it. I was in shock because I had just been there. So I called her immediately. She explained that a guy had come in, claimed he had a weapon, and demanded money. She had been walking toward the front when it happened. Luckily, the guy didn't see her, so she ran and hid in the stall.
Smart.
Then she described what he looked like. And I realized it was the same guy I had just
Oh
been
my
walking out.
fuck, I was waiting
From what
for
I was
it.
told-
Pause. Yo, dude, look. This is real.
So
Yo.
the guy came in, and Katrina speaks to the guy. He starts talking about the toys. Interesting.
And well, she said that he didn't seem interested, like anything he was like, that she was selling and shit.
And didn't mention what the toys were for. She was just
Yo. All right, continue.
Then she described what he looked like.
Yeah, I went back a
And I
little bit.
realized it was the same guy I had just been helping before clocking out. From what I was told, he didn't hurt anyone and didn't get away with much.
Thankfully.
Thank
But
God.
it scared my supervisor really bad. Still, it was absolutely insane. I just barely missed him deciding to rob the store. And to this day, I thank the universe that I had already clocked out before he made that decision.
Oh my
Wow.
God. That's insane.
Oh my God, dude.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, thankfully, nobody was hurt. Like, right, holy shit, I'm baffled. Dude, you saw it. The hairs on my fucking arm stood up. And I was expecting that to, like, come around for some reason.
That
dude,
is so crazy.
Dude, I'm baffled right now.
So, like, so what it sounds like is that he came in, scoped the area out, probably knew that there wasn't many employees working that night, and it's Toys R Us. You know what I mean? If you know anything about retail, especially in places like Toys R Us, you will know that at night there's not a lot of workers because a lot of people don't show up for work in retail. That's what's going on with retail.
You're looking at the stock guys.
You know, and then to just miss the robbery, you know, by a short period of time, and then to realize, holy shit, that was the person I was just helping. That's wild.
That is fucking wild. Well, Katrina, thank you so much for your retail. That is fucking nuts. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad everybody else at Toys R Us was safe. But holy shit, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this
I gotta take a hit for that one. That's a boss for the cause.
Oh, this next one is gonna blow your mind. The next one's gonna blow your mind, and I say that because of the title.
Oh boy. Well, let's get what's the title of this one?
So this one was titled "The Lube Heist of 14th Street / Lube Lad."
All right. Kudos for titling it so well. I'm gonna give you that. That was well thought out. Is this person gonna remain anonymous?
Their name is Steven.
All right, so Steven, we appreciate your retail, and I guess
let's
let it rip.
So, I used to work at an adult store in New York City.
Okay, first off, this story is about to go.
This already hit the PG. The mature audience rating.
Yep.
Of the show.
Right. Here we go.
One of those seedy yet respectable joints where the customers ranged from nervous tourists to seasoned professionals who knew exactly which aisle had the good stuff. Night shifts were usually chill, but every now and then something happened that made me question humanity as a whole. This was one of those nights. It was around 11:45 p.m., just before closing, when they walked in. A couple, mid-30s, dressed too nice for our store, like they were coming from a gallery opening, but decided to spice up the night with something freaky. The woman was blonde, tall, and draped in a long, expensive-looking coat. The guy? A little shorter, wiry, and had the energy of someone who only ate protein bars and cocaine. They split up. She started browsing the high...
All right, yeah, okay,
So... Wait.
And Steven, kudos for your miraculous linguistic skills. I love how this is being described, by the way. This is, oh my God.
I feel like we have an author working at a sex shop for some
This
odd
is
reason.
beautiful. All right, go on.
So wait a minute.
What?
He said the guy looks like he does nothing but drink protein and do cocaine. Is that
Eat protein bars and do cocaine, yeah, and cocaine.
All right, let's go. Let's go. This is good.
And cocaine. They split up. She started browsing the high-end lingerie section, fingering through lace teddies like she was shopping for fine art. Meanwhile, the guy hovered by the lubricants, pacing. This man was stressed about lube. Now we had cameras, but my coworker James and I also prided ourselves on having the best bullshit radar in Lower Manhattan. And this dude, his energy was throwing off alarms. James nudged me.
All right, as somebody who has worked in New York City before, I will say he is spot on with having a bullshit radar working in Midtown. Because, yeah, you get a lot of people in Midtown that are trying to scam you or trying to get a deal out of you or something. Like, they're trying to get over on you in some way, shape, or form. So you have to be able to like read that shit quick, especially
get
if
ready
you're
for it.
selling. Yeah, you got to be ready for that shit. But no, he's definitely spot on as far as that's concerned. Go on.
Watch Lube Lad over there. We kept an eye on him while pretending to stock dildos, which for the record is impossible to do quietly. Sure enough, he started grabbing.
Oh, fuck no. Which is impossible to do quietly. So you got, all right, so right off the bat, Steven, you need to learn stealth dildo tactics. Stealth dildo stacking tactics.
What the fuck is going on here? Like,
this is great. I'm loving this so far.
We kept an eye on him while pretending to stock dildos, which for the record is impossible to do quietly. Sure enough, he started grabbing bottles. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 bottles of the most expensive silicone-based lube we had. I'm talking $40 a pop premium lasts forever shit.
what?
Who the fuck is paying $40 for? Yo, listen, look, I got a cheap route for you guys. Just pop hooah, like that one bitch said. Oh my god.
My heart.
So they took 6 bottles of what they call high-scale lube, which is $40 a like how many ounces? Now I'm questioning how many ounces were these bottles?
What?
Were they like little bottles for $40? Were they
I'm trying to figure
jugs
this
for
out.
$40?
So
that's a lot of money for lube.
So this looks like massage oil lube or something. There we go. It's twin pack natural water based lubricant from Amazon called Passion. $40 a bottle. I don't know.
How many ounces was what I asked?
It looked about 16.
That ain't shit for $40.
Yeah. Let's
All right, moving on.
Yeah, there's still 3.5 minutes of this too. This is crazy.
Oh, I'm ready for this ride, dude.
And then, instead of heading to the counter, this lunatic started stuffing them down his pants. Not even discreetly. This was shoving. He looked like he was trying to smuggle 6 hamsters in his skinny jeans. James and I exchanged a glance. We weren't going to stop him yet. There was a process to catching thieves. First, you let them commit.
Yep.
Then, you approach them just before they reach the door, so they can't claim they forgot to pay. But then, Blondie made things weird. From across the store, she called out, "Babe, are you ready?" in this breathy, almost porno-level voice. And instead of answering like a normal person, my guy, Lube Lad, decided to drop to his knees in the middle of the aisle, like full-on dramatic, arms spread like some kind of sex store Jesus. I was about to...
I'm afraid of where this is going.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
Tell him to get up when Blondie swooped in, ripped open her coat, and she was naked underneath. Like not even a thong, full Broadway matinee. James just whispered, "Oh, what the fuck?" while I scrambled for the phone. Now you'd think this was some kind of distraction theft move, right? Some Ocean's 11 level shit? Nope. The second she flashed, Lube Lad sprinted for the door, and I swear to God he started slipping mid-run because of all the lube bottles shifting in his pants. He was sloshing. Blondie cackled like a witch and tried to grab a vibrator on her way out, but James was already behind her, blocking the exit. And that's when Lube Lad made his fatal mistake.
Oh no!
My God.
He turned too fast, and one of the lube bottles shot out of his pant leg like a goddamn torpedo. It hit the floor, bounced, and squirted open on impact, creating a small but deadly slick spot right in front of the door. He stepped in it. He went down. Hard. Like cartoon banana peel hard. Legs up, back flat, a very loud oof echoed through the store. At this point, James and I were dying. Blondie tried to help him up, but she stepped in the lube, too. She face-planted, bare-assed, mind you, right on top of him. It was absolute chaos. Now, store policy was we couldn't physically detain anyone, but did I lock the door while we called the cops? Absolutely.
Smart man.
By the time NYPD arrived, Blondie was curled up in a corner, drunk, crying that this was supposed to be a romantic adventure, while Lube Lad just laid there, defeated, covered in lube, questioning his life choices. The cops, who, to their credit, were dying laughing, hauled them out while James and I just stared at the mess. A $200 puddle of lube, a crushed vibrator, and the lingering scent of poor decision-making. The best part? As they were being dragged out, Lube Lad called out, "Can I at least keep one bottle?" Never change, NYC. Never change.
Wow. Only in New York City.
So this is the craziest thing I have ever heard in my life, and exactly what we were looking for, Steven. So,
oh my God. That was amazing. Not just the wording of how it all went down, because I was able to picture every single fucking thing.
The whole thing.
But just how it all played out. Like, honestly, thinking about it, New York City, a seedy-ass porn shop, I do not doubt this to be absolutely true.
In New York City.
In New York City. My God. Steven, thank you for your fucking retail. Kat, once again, thank you for your retail. This has been the first installment of Retails, and I hope you come along for the ride.
Remember,
holy shit.
You could comment on the video itself, or you could email us at cleansanchezmedia@gmail.com, and we will put your story out today. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you, guys.